Police department? Police department? Yeah. Yep. They're doing it again next door. That's my twins. That's my twins, Madison. Yeah. Madison and Christopher. Yeah, that's my twins, Madison and Christopher. Yeah. Sorry. It's okay. Don't worry. I can tell that they're not doing good because the bombs are so loud. And the blasts are so loud. Yeah. You hear that? Is this the police department? Yeah, I want to file a complaint. I want an officer here as fast as possible. It's 11:30 at night. Yes, I know it's the 4th of July, but can't you guys do anything about it? I mean, come on. What, you can't? So everybody's just allowed to just blow off bombs? And then what about my twins? You know they're 2 weeks old, officer? They're 2 weeks old. Yeah. Do you think that's fair? Would you like that happening at your house? Do you have a newborn? No, you don't. Because no one's thinking about this. Yeah? And my dog is seizuring. My dog is seizuring. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything? Okay, I know you care. Well, at least thank God. Thank God you care. You're a great officer. Thank God you care. Is there anything you can do? You guys can't? You can't stop every single person who's blowing off bombs everywhere? You suggest I just get out of the house? Where? Drive 5 hours away where there's more bombs blowing off? In the air? I got a call coming through. Aunt Margaret? Aunt Margaret? Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do. The babies are just so upset. They've been screaming and crying. Yeah, they've been screaming and crying on and off. Yeah, okay. Madison? Madison, sweetie. Madison? Christopher? I know, my twins. My twins are just, they're beside themselves. I don't know if this is going to affect them down the road when they're older. I don't know. I really don't know. There they go again. My God. Morons. I know. I mean, it's okay. Mommy's just a little upset right now. Madison, Mommy's just a little upset right now. Christopher, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Mommy's just a little upset right now. It's gonna be okay. Yes, Mommy's just a little upset. Yes, because Daddy has the other dog in the closet. Aunt Margaret, yeah. Yeah. Robert has the other dog in the closet. The dog's been seizuring for the last hour. The emergency vet says just keep him in the closet. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. I want my husband to go outside and just tell the neighbors to stop, but he says he just can't go out there and do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. Okay, Aunt Margaret. Aunt Margaret, I gotta go. The babies are starting to cry again. Madison's crying again, Aunt Margaret. I don't know what to do. Okay. We're gonna go into the closet again. Oh my God. It sounds like a war zone out there. And look, everybody's like cheering it on. Yeah, everybody's cheering it on. Uh-huh. They just have no respect and no integrity, no anything, no insight into anything, just no anything. Terrible. No awareness. I know. Okay. Aunt Margaret, I'm gonna go. Okay. You know what's really, really sad is... What's really, really sad. Jody says, I went through this with my daughter, 4th of July at the beach and a week leading up to it. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'm going to tell you right now, it's really, really devastating for the elderly people. My God, I have so many stories for so many years of elderly people just suffering from this, right? And then on top of that, you got the newborns, then you got wildlife. And what about the deer? I mean, nobody cares about the deer. Nobody cares about the birds. Nobody cares. I mean, honestly, it's devastating. And then the war vets, the veterans, they go to war. They hear the bombs. They got the PTSD. And now they have to hear it here next door. It's one thing, it's that same, right? It's one thing when it's in this one area, right? And it doesn't last so long, and the public can go there, and hopefully there's not too many houses too close by. But it's another when it's every neighborhood, every other house, no safety, no safety concerns or control concerns. There's fires that can happen, but the bombs is like half a stick of dynamite, quarter stick of dynamite, quarter stick, half stick. I mean, just they go up. That's how much it is. And it's, yeah, my poor dogs. Fast says, my 4 dogs every single year, it's too much. Why not ban this nonsense and find other ways to celebrate? I agree. The whole thing is terrible. I mean, and really, really is. I think that, and the fireworks, Wild Lizzie Flower, the fireworks are so toxic, you guys. It's not just gunpowder. It's not gunpowder. You're not smelling gunpowder. You're smelling toxic heavy metals. That's what you're smelling. Toxic heavy metals. Chemicals. Linda Fellows says, barefoot, terrifying pets is awful. How would you like it if bombs were exploding around you? Anthony stands up for us and our pets. It matters. So many pets, they're shaking, they're seizuring. How many pets jump the fence? I was just, over there, I was seeing on YouTube how many pets jump the fence, how many pets run away. And then pets get damaged by it. So then any kind of noise, and then your pet's just shaking. Then your pet's shaking, any kind of noise. And then your pet's like this. Doesn't matter what it is, And the pets get skittish. It matters. It's damage. And then the war vets, of course, right? Veterans, we talk about that. PTSD. And then when you're chronically ill and you've got OCD and you got PTSD and you're sick and you don't feel good and you're tired all the time and you got the severe fatigue, you got the migraines, trigeminal neuralgia, you got the burning skin, you got the on-edge nerves, the anxiety, the crippling anxiety, the depression, crippling anxiety, right? Or the chest tightness and the throat tightness and your stomach's flipping and you're hearing the bombs, you're trying to fall asleep. Sleep matters to a lot of people, And babies get damaged later on. The damage shows. The damage on babies shows later on. Right? MD Spirit with Spirit, Dr. Fawn, the proof are the people who are telling you what happens to their children and their pets. Gaslight them if all you want. I said, yeah, Dr. Fawn, you're always sticking up for people. You're amazing. Always sticking up for people, right? Yeah, I see, look, it's tragic to see how many people, their dogs get scared. I know. Yeah, and what about people with, runner mother? Or what about people with PTSD? Rise with Melt says, my cat's traumatized for days after fireworks. This is the worst. I know. I mentioned that 6 times already, like about the war vets too, you guys. I was telling you about that. The war vets, I was mentioning that like 6 or 7 times earlier because it counts, because these guys go to war and these men and women go to war, and they're fighting for our country, fighting for our freedom. They go to war, and then they don't need this stuff happening here. They don't need that. They got PTSD. My God, it's so bad. It's so bad. These fireworks get blown like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. A lot of places, there's still people popping them off. They get drunk. It's 4th of July. And that's a whole nother thing. It's like the alcohol with it, right? You get younger people, they're drinking. They're still blowing them up until 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, right? Still blow. I mean, and there's that too. It's in every neighborhood. It's in cities. It's in every neighborhood. It's anywhere. Anybody can do it. It's psycho. It's psycho. And what it is, there's no awareness. They're unaware of the negative damage, the negative effects for people who are chronically ill, chronically sick. Chronically ill, chronically sick. Their pets are suffering. Elderly people are suffering from it. Not to mention, what about pregnant? You're right, Dell Hodgson. What about pregnant? What about being pregnant? Right? And it all happening. Boom, 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 boom. It's terrible. And then wildlife, and what's wildlife doing? When it's blowing off everywhere, what's wildlife do, right? It's cold like spring. Good to see you. Someone I know lost his hand from fireworks. Oh my God, I can't tell you how many stories I've seen and known throughout the years. Fingers blown off, deaths of children because of it, hands blown off, feet blown off, burns, severe critical burns, scarring for life, right? I remember this one story of a little girl, like a 3-year-old, a rocket went the wrong direction, landed right in her face, blew up. Face was scarred, so damaged. She had to do like 8 surgeries, reconstructive surgery. But hey, what? We should keep doing it, right? It's incredible. You know, we should be mindful about this stuff. We should be cautious about this stuff. We should be mindful of our neighbors, our neighborhoods. We should be mindful about who's in their bed, shaking, suffering, what child is dealing with the PTSD from it, what dog or cat or pet is suffering from it, right? And then the tinnitus. Just so you know, you guys, the whole fireworks thing worsens tinnitus cases, right? So anybody who's got the Epstein-Barr tinnitus cases, they got the ring in the ears, they got the popping, the fluttering, the everything in the ear, right? They got to tinnitus and all of it that's happening, and it worsens that condition too. Vertigo doesn't help vertigo, people who deal with all that, but really it's hard on crippling anxiety issues, the whole bit, you know? In the United States, the fireworks is really bad in the U.S., right? And I'm not trying to be this whole killjoy on the 4th. You know, I understand so much about it. That's so great. But, you know, like the very things we know about, right? But at the same time, we don't need to do the bombs. We don't need the bombs bursting in the air. They bursted in the air, right? For the wars that occurred, right? The damage that was done. But we don't need it right in the driveway next door. You don't need it right in the yard next door. You don't need it right on the street. You don't need it in the apartment building next door. You don't need you guys, and it's chemicals in here, right? And the fireworks aren't, just for the record, fireworks aren't just gunpowder. Like gunpowder. You're breathing in gunpowder, right? That's not it. You're breathing in 100 different foreign chemicals. Chemicals that were just dumped in these things, right? And chemicals that are bad for asthma, bronchial problems, COPD, emphysema, like just really bad for anything. Allergies, terrible for allergies. Terrible for asthma, kids with asthma, the worst thing, all those chemicals, chemical sensitivities. Really, no way is it good. It's such a bad thing, really, you know? And I think it's a total disregard. It's a total disregard for, like, I don't know. It's a total disregard for the chronically ill. It's a total disregard for the elderly, disregard for war vets, disregard for babies, disregard for moms. It's like, I think the last thing a mom needs to do after coming back from the hospital and having a childbirth and having a baby that's 3 days old is all this happening right now, you know? Kate Ellen says, the worst day ever. I hate it. My PTSD is so bad. And they light them until 2 to 3 a.m. and I do nothing but cry. Kate Ellen, just know that my heart pours out to you. I'm so sorry you're going through that. And this is what I think about. Vibrantly Nourished, good to see you. Vibrantly Nourished, good to see you. This is what I think about. So many ways to celebrate without having to do these fireworks and bombs. But this is what I think about. I think about who's actually suffering, right? So when I hear it happening, the first thing is like, okay, where do I put the dogs right now? Here we go again. And then the second thing, right, is instantly once I found a little spot, get the dogs in a safe place, right? The second thing is who's on the street that's suffering, and then who's on everybody else's street all through the country that's suffering, right? Are you, carrying them until 2 in the morning? Do you have PTSD? Do you have crippling anxiety? Are you suffering with all kinds of different conditions? Neurological Lyme? Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I know it's freezing you guys out. IG is freezing everybody out. I know. They're not barely letting anybody on now. Smoky Mountain Paradise, good to see you. Claire, you missed some of this. Watch the replay on IG TV when it's posted right after this. Watch the replay of this, okay? Yeah. Melody says her neighbor's dog took off and never came back from firework popped off when it wasn't even a holiday yet, and they lost their dog. I mean, think about it, right? Think about losing your dog, right? Or think about a baby that dies from a misdirected firework. Happens every year, a baby dying. Every single year like clockwork. So no one's saying, well, you know what? If every single year a few children and a couple of babies die from misdirected fireworks, no one's saying, why don't we not do this again next year? Because every single year these children die, right, from these accidents. No one's going like, well, you know what they're really saying? Well, wasn't my kid. That's what they're saying. Yeah, it's like, I got a phone call coming in right now. Right? I get a phone call coming in. Yeah, I'm about to light some big bombs. You coming over? Yeah, we got the whole thing rigged up. We got alcohol. We got a party going on. We're going to be blowing off lots of fireworks. Yeah, I got blockbusters, M80s, M60s, rockets. Yeah, that's right. We went to the fireworks store. We loaded up. What about children dying? You mean every year? There's a couple of babies or a couple of kids that die from misdirected fireworks? They ain't my kid. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm sorry that happened, but that's not my kid. That didn't happen here. Yeah, we're careful here. Yeah, as long as it's not my kid that died. As long as it's not my baby that had a firework blown up in their face. Yeah, why should we stop? They messed up. I don't know. That's not my kid. That's not my family. Yeah, we're careful here. We're careful. Yeah, and you know what? We're going to drink a little late. We'll probably blow them up till about 1 in the morning. We're going to have a cookout going. You know what we're going to do? We're going to light a fire pit. And we're going to have wood burning all night so that everybody gets smoked out. All the neighbors can't even step outside. Yeah, we're going to run a fire pit. so that it just burns. We're going to do treated wood in the fire pit and put some kerosene in there to get it really going. And who cares if the kid down the street has asthma? Yeah, and it's going into their house through the vents. Doesn't matter. Let's just do a fire pit so that everybody on the street, doesn't matter if they got asthma, doesn't matter if the woman down the street has COPD, doesn't matter if the 8-year-old needs a EpiPen for the asthma. Yeah. Let's just do a fire pit, and we're going to blow off fireworks all night. That's right. Yeah. My kid doesn't have asthma, so I don't care. Who cares about that kid? Just run the fire pit all night. Yeah. Doesn't matter. All right. Gotta go. I mean, really. I'm serious. This is no joke. Mitch says, this is really making me think. Wow. I mean, really, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Mitch, thank you for being here. Really. I appreciate it. The chronically ill get really affected by this, by the fire pits everywhere. Everybody's burning. All that smoke going into their lungs, entering into the windows and the vents. Everybody's houses. Then the fireworks, half stick of dynamites, and then the chemicals inside these fireworks that are made in factories using chemical compounds, dangerous synthetic chemicals. This isn't just powder, right? Himmy says, oh my God, my neighbor burns garbage. Yeah, that's what they do. Neighbors burn garbage, they burn fire pits, they throw garbage on their fire pits, and they blow up all the fireworks, right? Gianna says, I'm so happy you bring awareness to things like this that a lot of people think are harmless. They think it's harmless. They do think it's harmless. You guys, my babies are crying right now. I got to check on them. Yeah. I got a phone call coming in. It's just terrible how it works. I got to check. Just hold on, you guys. Madison, sweetie. Christopher. Yeah. Oh my God, thank God you called. 911 called me back. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, we got disconnected. Yeah, my baby Madison, my baby Christopher, they're twins. They're 2 weeks old. Yeah, and I'm telling you, I know this is bothering them. Everybody on the street's blowing off bombs. Can't the police come and just at least stop some of them? I know. I don't understand. You can't dispatch. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? 911, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Are you listening? Can you dispatch some officers, please? My husband is in the closet right now. Do you need to talk to him? We have 2 dogs. They're in the closet. They're having seizures right now. Good. Okay. All right. You're going to do something hopefully about it? Okay. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible, right? And yeah, no, I know it's not the police. It's not the police fault. I understand how that works, Not the police fault with this. Really, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It is. I think it's much bigger than that for sure. And I think it's a total disregard because the police care, but I think it's total disregard for just, I don't know. It's a disregard for human nature, for human beings, I think people are they're in their own thing. Like, if it's not me, I don't have to worry about it, If it's not me, I don't have to care. I don't care. I have so many stories. I got like 35 years of stories of like people suffering during this time of year. People getting their faces blown off during this time of year. Fires happening on the roof of their houses during this time of year. I know one family, they couldn't afford home insurance, right? And they couldn't afford insurance for a little house that they had, and they couldn't afford insurance. And it overlaps, they couldn't pay for it, and one of the neighbors set off this rocket, it landed on the roof, and they barely got out alive. They didn't even know the roof was on fire. And one of the kids, the 9-year-old, saw it, right? Saw it out the window at like 11 o'clock at night. And it started on the side of the house where the 9-year-old was. And the 9-year-old didn't even know what it was. Like, couldn't even figure out and understood it. And then got the parents, and they got everybody out. And the house went up in flames in minutes and burnt to the ground. And burned to the ground. Just burnt to the ground. They had 2 or 3 dogs. One dog ran away, never to come back again. And the other 2 dogs they were able to save. And they were able to save the kids. But it just burnt to the ground. It's like no one cares. And this is bigger than just people having a little bit of fun. I think it's like part psychotic or something. It's way more damaging to everybody, and it's not worth it. It's way more damage to everybody than anybody really knows. And I think this need or this want to blow off these large explosives and to just do it right near people's houses, not care, have no respect for them, no respect for their babies, no respect for it. They're if they got to work the next day. There's a lot of people that have to work. They have to work the next day. And it means everything to them to get a little sleep. They're chasing adrenaline highs. It's just like, it's this other thing happening. It's this addiction, this whole addiction thing, chasing adrenaline high again, drinking during it. Many people do. Some people don't, whatever. But I just saw you lost a dog too, right? Say something nice. Don't be such a downer. I have a phone call coming in. I got a phone call come in, and I think someone just said, say something nice, don't be a downer. Hello? Yeah. Everybody should blow off their fireworks as loud as they want. I don't want to be a downer. Who cares about the elderly people and little babies? Who cares if someone's dog dies in a seizure and is crippled? Who cares about the wildlife? I should say something nice and stop being a downer. Yeah, who cares about the war vet? That's his problem. It's not my fault. He's the one that went out to war. Yeah, he's just being a downer. That little baby that's getting shell shock at 1 month old and nobody knows it, and PTSD for the rest of the baby's life? Who cares? I don't want to be a downer. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I should just be like really nice about this and not be negative about it. I'm being so negative. Who cares about kids getting their hands blown off and their faces blown off? Who cares about dogs seizuring in closets or people with PTSD up all night shaking and crying? I better not be a downer. I better just be really nice and just think positive thoughts. Maybe I should be more positive about this stuff. Who cares about the chronically ill? I'm not sick. Yeah. I don't have any dog. Yeah. I don't have a baby that was just born and bombs are blowing up next door. I don't have crippling anxiety. Yeah. Who cares? Have fun. Look out the window and watch the fireworks. I better not be a downer at all. Doesn't matter about someone with migraines and everything else. Yeah. All right, I got to go because I want to be the biggest upper ever and really positive and nice and don't want to be a downer. And I don't want to, don't want to say anything. I got to be, I just got to make friends with everybody and put my tail between. Do you want to put your tails between our legs? Do we want to put our tails between our legs? Is that what we want to do? Okay, I got to put tails between our legs. Let me go put my tail between my legs too. Yep. Let me do that. Okay. That sounds like a great thing to do. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you know I'm going to sign up for that new troll program? Yeah, it's on Instagram. Yep, they pay you, and you just go there and troll on all the accounts that actually matter. Yeah, okay, I'm going to join. They're going to pay me money to do it. Uh-huh. Yep. On TikTok, they say they do not care until they're the ones that are sick. Well, geez, since I'm not sick, I guess that's right. I guess I don't care. Yeah. You guys, this is serious business. I'm serious. Anyway, I'm not saying lemon balm is going to fix the problem of your neighbor blowing bombs off. But do the lemon balm tea. I mean, ask your doctors what's right for you. That's what I tell my friends and family. Traditional medicinals, I'm not sponsored. And the Vimergy lemon balm, I take it during the 4th of July. I'll do like 6 dropperfuls of it. And the reason why I take it is because I'm worried about everybody who's suffering. So I'm worried about the elderly people on my street. I'm worried about the newborns down the road. I'm worrying about all that. Tammy says California is in a drought and we're currently have 14 active fires. This is serious. No fireworks, please. Fire always bursts in California, more so than ever during the 4th of July and after, you know. Just wipe out another 2,000, 5,000 acres of land. Firefighters losing their lives. Yeah, who cares? Just light off your fireworks. Anyway, that's the Vimergy lemon balm. V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, E-R-G-Y. And then people's homes catching on fire, like I was telling you guys earlier, right? Anyway, that's the lemon balm right there. Ask your doctor was right, but for you, but for anxiety, for nervousness, it's a great one right there. I tank the magnesium. That's magnesium glycinate, Vimergy. GABA, Vimergy, right? Yeah. Seriously. You know, and it's and I'm not sponsored. And you know, it's important to actually care about everybody, right? Because it could be you someday sick, right? What if you ended up getting a new medical treatment or something and then was sick from it? Something, or something happened to you and you are now sick when you thought you were indestructible. And, you know, you went on a whole bunch of antibiotics, new medical treatment, antibiotics, and got sick afterwards or something like that, and now you're sick. What if you picked up some bugs somewhere and you got sick and now your neurological problems are cranking up you didn't know you had, and they're taking over. And then those things are blowing off and now you're not happy. Yeah, I know. Neurological problems people have. Lots of neurological problems people have. You guys hear my voice. It's a little hoarse because I literally have been talking nonstop for 3 days straight without stopping. I've been so many meetings. I am sick to death of the meetings. I've had a lot of meetings. It's, oh my God, 2-hour meetings left and right, 3-hour meetings. You guys, I'm just telling you right now that we just have to look out for our neighbors. You guys are, though. You guys know. You guys are on it. You guys get it. And if you didn't get it, and you're partaking in this, and you never knew this, never realized this, it's okay. Maybe you know now. Because a lot of people got sensitive nervous systems. They're sick. They're on mattress island. They're struggling. They don't feel good. Severe fatigue. And they're hearing all this blow up. Yeah, exactly. So important. Someone said, Mia said, talk about PCOS. I talk about it in the book too. Got to check it out right here, okay? And I don't know if you guys, just a quick reminder, next week, later in the week, the Medical Medium Mono Cleanse Challenge. Make sure you got a copy of the Cleanse to Heal. Get it 51% off at Amazon.com or free at the library, whatever. Important to know, you guys, this is really critical information. Honestly, never thought of it on TikTok. Yeah, It's something to think about right there, you know? It's not just the air fresheners that are so terrible and the scented candles that are so terrible, colognes and perfumes and everybody having to breathe all that. It's the fire pits people are lighting out there, the wood fire pits, blowing into people's homes, people breathing it in when they're outside. It's all these things, you know, toxic, real toxic. And then the fireworks are all the chemicals. Trish says, I write down everything you say and have all your books because you're the only person telling the truth. I'm honored. Bless your heart. Truly, you know. It's important information. Thank you for so much, Anthony. You opened my eyes even more. Oh, my God. Bless your heart, you know. Bless your heart, okay? Can I borrow that puppy? Do you want the puppy? Do I got to get your address and ship the puppy to you? Right? MM school is the best. Honored. You hate the fire pits? Oh my God, they're the worst. I agree. He's the only one telling the truth on TikTok. Bless your heart. Truly. You guys are incredible. Guys are incredible, just so you know. And you guys know I love you much and care about you guys. Just a little reminder today of just some things that we're all up against and how it matters for protecting you and how it really matters, you know? It really does. And you guys know I got your back. You guys know that. Man, you know it. MM University, Empty with Spirit, the free university. The free university, right? And then the adrenaline because of the fireworks. Hearing them go off when it's on the opposite end of the scale. It's different if you're that person blowing them off. That's high chasing all on its own. But then there's somebody that it's really aggravating in so many ways or harming emotionally, physically, mentally, and then that's triggering off adrenaline. And then we got the adrenaline stuff, and that's why I was like, well, magnesium, GABA, right? Lemon balm, right? Yeah, I can see everybody's being kicked off of IG today. Yeah, everybody's being kicked off of IG today. Yep. Marissa says you cannot find this information anywhere else, only AW. I look out for you guys, you know that. Always bringing you information that is ahead of the curve, and then you'll see it out there later, and then someone will be like, oh, you know? No matter the flack I get, no matter the crap I get, no matter any of it, I got your back. I fight for you guys. I am at your service. I'll even do a little dance for you. I'll do anything for you guys. I'll do anything for you guys. I'll do anything. What else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do? Is there anything else I can do? Can I do anything else? I'm at your service. You guys know it. You guys know it. I'll try to do a little dance. What can I do? What does that mean when you're getting kicked off? That's censorship. Yeah, it's censorship. Everybody's getting kicked off of IG. They got it down real low today. They're kicking everybody off. And the screen will freeze. You'll get no sounds, or they'll tell you whatever you lost, connection. We have the best Wi-Fi right here. The best Wi-Fi, most powerful Wi-Fi. Man, it's just, yeah, it's censorship. We got your back too. Spirit of Compassion and AW got your back as well. And Linda says, love your dance, and just know I am at your service like usual. And I'll do a little dance if I have to. You guys going here. What can I do for you guys? I'll do anything, okay? All right? I'll do anything. All right, you guys. And you guys know I care about you greatly. Life-saving information, but you know I got your back. I love you guys. Clubhouse, I love you guys too. And I feel bad for you guys in Clubhouse because you never get to see any of this. You guys never get to see the props. You never get to see anything on Clubhouse. I feel bad. Clubhouse is this app. It's this great app, right? But it's so funny because it's an app where you don't get to see anything. Oh, man. But you guys know I love you, and you guys got the gist of what's happening. Just hang in there. Be good. Just know that you're precious to me, okay? Truly. You guys on TikTok, too, at the same time. You guys are precious. Keep that in mind, all right? And, yeah, I mean, I got a phone call coming in. I got a phone call coming in right now. I think 911's calling me back, is what I think. I think my babies are crying too. Yeah, 911? Yeah. So did you dispatch the officers? Madison and Christopher are still crying. I really don't know what kind of damage this is going to be. And Muffin Top is really upset. Yeah, Muffin Top is really upset. Yeah, Muffin Top is shaking now. And my husband's in the closet with our parakeets, our guinea pigs, and our other dog, Charlie. And it's feeling like the fireworks are like in the house. They're like in the house, it feels like. My twins can't sleep. And it's been happening. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and my twins can't sleep. Muffin Top seems to hang in there. Madison, it's going to be okay. I'm on with 911 now. Christopher, it's going to be okay. My twins. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. All right, we got to go. All right, we love you guys.